Okay, so I decided to do a short PowerPoint to go over quiz 5. The ones you had to go from names to formula. Going names and formulas is hard to do for ionic compounds, but going the other way, formula names isn't as hard. In fact, okay, first of all, binary ionic compounds. That's what we're talking about now. They have they have a metal and a non-metal. Okay. The non-metal will always end in "ide," so sulfide, oxide, fluoride, iodide, etc. You won't be using any prefixes like tride, mono, etc. Uh, the um, the metal will always keep its name, like copper, aluminum, iron, etc. You just name who's in them. If he's given a chemical formula, just name who's in it. Like if it's MgCl2, it's not magnesium dichloride, it's just magnesium chloride. So that's simple. And there's always just two names and ending in "ide." Now the formulas are a little bit harder because of the naming. So magnesium chloride doesn't tell you how many chlorides are in there, so you have to figure that out. And so we have an approach to do that right here. Okay, metals will always get positive charges. The first column will get a +1 plus charge. You can leave the 1 off when you write this down. Second column will get a 2 plus, and remember it's 2 plus, not +2. And then there's 6 guys in the middle that you just have to memorize. Copper 2 plus, zinc 2 plus, lead 2 plus, Al 3 plus, Fe 3 plus, and Ag plus. Just memorize these. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason for this right now. Okay, nonmetals will always get negative charges. The 17th column, or next to the last column, it's 1 minus, and that's like fluorine, chlorine, iodine, and bromine. 16th column, right next to it, with oxygen and sulfur, those get 2 minus charge. Column next to it, like nitrogen and phosphorus, get 3 minus. And we rarely use 14th column, but if we do, it's 4 minus. We'll go over how to do this, but a quick way to figure out the subscript to balance the charges is to crisscross the charges. To crisscross the numbers associated with charges. Don't bring the actual charge down. And ideally, I would like you to leave the charges on the formula. Okay, it's a little bit difficult being able to do it with the word processor and things like that. So we'll try to figure that out. Okay, so let's go over the ones on quiz 5, named formulas, and the ones that I gave you the name. You had to come up with the formulas. All right. So these are sodium oxide, iron sulfide, which just about everybody got wrong. Magnesium chloride, sodium nitrite, calcium oxide, potassium phosphide, and silver nitrite. Again, I let you use your notes and the internet, and my guess is a lot of people just plugged in, sodium oxide, the word sodium oxide, and it popped up NaO. That's not going to help you when I have you, when I give you where you can't use the internet, okay, or your notes, and you will. And next week you'll be given a test where you can't use any information. So learn how to use this, okay. And I think that's why a lot of people got iron sulfide wrong. All right, so let's go over these one at a time, and they're actually fairly easy once you see the pattern. Okay, so sodium oxide. Okay, sodium is in the first column, so you write down Na 1 plus, or you can just leave off the 1. Oxygen is in the 16th column, okay, 2 O2 minus. You put 2 together. And if the charges are not the same, what you have to do is crisscross. So bring the 1 over here and the 2 over here, and then that's your formula. Na2O1. Okay, and just like in math, you can leave off the 1, and so you can get that. And like I told you, I prefer that you leave the plus or 2 minus on, especially when we get into the next material. Okay, so hopefully you see how to do that. So next one, iron sulfide. And just about everybody put FeS. Now, I don't know why, okay? My guess is he just looked up iron sulfide, and I guess it came up with FeS. That's not the right answer. Let's see what it is. So iron is one of the ones you had to memorize. It's Fe3+. Sulfide is in the 16th column, so it gets a 2 minus. So put them together. Okay, move the 3 down here and the 2 down here, and you get that. Okay, and you're done. Okay, so for the test, for this test, you could have brought down Fe2, S3. And that's what I was looking for. Right, magnesium chloride, it's in the 2nd column, so add down Mg2+. Chlorine is in the 17th, so it gets a 1 minus charge. Put them together, they're not equal, so you crisscross the charges, do 2 down here and a 1 down here, and you get Mg, you can leave the 1 off, 2 plus Cl minus 2 of them. Okay. Sodium nitrite. Sodium's in the 1st column, so it gets a plus charge. Nitrogen is in the 15th column, it gets 3 minus. Put them together, the charges are not equal, crisscross, and so you get Na3N is your answer. All right, calcium calcium oxide. Calcium is in the 2nd column, so it gets 2 plus. Oxygen is in the 16th column, so it gets 2 minus. Okay, the charges, put them together, the charges are equal, so you're done. That's the formula right there. CaO. Okay, potassium phosphide. Okay, potassium's in the 1st column, so it's K+. Phosphorus is in the 15th column, so 3 minus. Put together, K plus P3 minus. Okay, 3 goes here, 1 goes over here, so you got K3P. Okay, and notice it looks just like the sodium nitride we just did. Okay, and why is that? Because potassium has the same charge as sodium, and phosphide has the same charge as nitrogen. Okay, silver nitride. Okay, silver's in the middle, so it's one you have to memorize. It's Ag+. Phosphorus is at 15th, so it's 3 minus. Oh, sorry, this should be nitrogen. I mean, nitrogen is in 15th column. So it's N3 minus. Put them together, Ag plus N3. The charges are not equal, so you have to crisscross charges. And then you get Ag3, N3, N. And there's your answer. And notice it looks like sodium nitrite and potassium nitrite.